Greetings and welcome to the Randolph School Cum Laude Society induction for the academic year of 2019-2020. In 1906, Dr. Abram W. Harris, director of Tome School, Port Deposit, Maryland, was determined that scholastic achievement of students in secondary schools should be accorded as much recognition as that given to other accomplishments. He envisioned a society modeled on the collegiate Phi Beta Kappa, which would encourage and recognize true scholarship. Therefore, Dr. Harris, with the Phi Beta Kappa members of the Tome School faculty, organized an interscholastic scholarship fraternity. At the first meeting in May 1906, officers were elected and conditions were defined under which new chapters could be formed. The name Alpha Delta Tau was adopted. 10 years later, Greek letter societies at the high school level were becoming primarily social groups. For this reason, the name of the society was changed to the Cum Laude Society. In December 2002, Randolph School was invited to join the National Cum Laude Society. The original founders of the society modeled cum laude after the collegiate Phi Beta Kappa, the most prestigious academic award for liberal arts studies, and in the years since its founding, cum laude has grown to over 300 chapters in the United States and 6 foreign countries. The mission of the society states that the Cum Laude Society recognize academic excellence in secondary school for the purpose of promoting excellence, justice, and honor. The motto of the society is Arete, Dike, Time, excellence, justice, and honor. To become eligible for selection, a student must demonstrate a consistently high level of academic achievement from the very beginning of 9th grade, typically at the Dean's List level. An eligible student will have selected a most demanding academic schedule, which would include honors and advanced placement courses. Once eligible, the chapter will elect only those students who have demonstrated good character, honor, and integrity in all aspects of their school and community life. The National Cum Laude Society sets limits on the number of students in a school that can be elected in either the junior or senior years. Arete. The most articulated value in Greek culture is arete. Translated as virtue, the word actually means something closer to being the best you can or reaching your highest potential. In Greek literature, arete is frequently associated with bravery, but more often with effectiveness. The man or woman of arete is a person of the highest effectiveness. They use all their faculties to achieve their highest potential. This potential is knowledge and all other human activities which are derived from this central capacity. Dike. In Greek culture, dike is justice. This includes the concept of what is suitable and appropriate, as well as just. Cum laude members are expected to make sound decisions, to live within their own boundaries, to respect those of others, and to treat others fairly. Time. In Greek culture, time includes the concept of dignity and truth in dealing with classmates, faculty, and all others, as well as honor. Cum laude members are expected to be honorable in all aspects of their lives, to act with dignity and speak the truth in all interactions within the school and community. The Randolph School Cum Laude chapter has inducted several faculty members. They include Mrs. Kathy Clayton, Mrs. Shelley Harriman, Mr. David Hillinck, Mrs. Jeannie Hillinck, Ms. Jenna Pirani, and Mr. Neil Rayford. I will now introduce the current members of the class of 2020 who were inducted last year as juniors. Jaya Evans, Chase Gaida, John Hediot, Jisoo Kim, Sean O'Hare, Jordan Snyder, Ethan Wan, Evelyn Warren, and Simon Yang. Congratulations to the members of the class of 2020 who were inducted as juniors. I will now install the new members of the Cum Laude Society, beginning with those in the class of 2020. Nolan Dang, Emily Eichstadt, Annalie Hash, Sophia Marples Rodriguez, Jack Marr, Victoria Moffett, Rose Nadiri, and John Calvin Perry. Congratulations to these members of the class of 2020 for their induction into the Cum Laude Society. I will now announce those members of the class of 2021, our current juniors, who are being inducted this year into the Cum Laude Society. Presley Alonji, Sarah Kate Childs, Alex Covert, Jack Johnson, Greta LaFrance, Marco Milenkovic, Elizabeth Shannon, and Avery Trice. Congratulations to those members of the class of 2021 and the members of the class of 2020 who were inducted both last year and this year. My charge to the new members: the distinguished record you have achieved at Randolph School has won for you membership in the Cum Laude Society. This society is a fellowship of scholars whose purpose is to recognize excellence in academic work. As you pursue your education, it is our hope that you will accept the honor of membership in this society as a responsibility to make some contribution to the ongoing search for greater understanding of humans and society, to model involved and positive citizenship, and a sustained love of learning. Congratulations once again to the members of the Cum Laude Society at Randolph School.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you our guest speaker, Dr. Smitha Persaud. Dr. Persaud is a graduate of Randolph's class of 1994, having joined Randolph in second grade. She then graduated with a degree in biology from Emory University in 1998, before earning her medical degree in 2002 from the University of Alabama School of Medicine. Dr. Persaud is now a neurologist working in the same community in which she grew up, but she's also remained connected to Randolph, having served as a trustee, as president of the Alumni Association, and as a parent to a 5th grader and an 8th grader. We're so pleased to welcome Dr. Persaud to speak with us here today.
Thank you, Mr. Liese, for inviting me to join you all virtually today. What a pleasure to be able to speak to you all. Like Mr. Liese said, I graduated from Randolph in 1994. I started in the 2nd grade when my family moved to Huntsville. That's not a lifer and that's not a fifer. What's the term when you start in 2nd grade and go all the way through? Oh, that's right. There's no cute term for that. I am currently a neurologist who specializes in headaches, and my relationship with Randolph has evolved over the years. I did serve as Alumni Association president for a few years between 2015 and 2018, and definitely my most important role is mom of my current 5th and 8th grader here at Randolph. When I originally wrote this speech, it was over a month ago before the COVID-19 pandemic, and obviously a lot has changed in the last month. I hope you are all at home, staying safe and healthy, and spending this time connecting with family and virtually with friends. My family and I have really enjoyed taking walks in the neighborhood and having dinner on the back porch. What hasn't changed is the need to celebrate your accomplishments. I'd like to start by saying congratulations to all of the juniors and seniors being inducted into the Cum Laude Society today. What a wonderful honor. This is a school that you have to work very hard to do well in, and I commend all of you. I recently sat in a rising 9th grade parent meeting, and I flashed back to just how academically rigorous Randolph was for me. All of that being said, my best advice for all of you today would be, don't peak during high school. And if you're not at your peak during high school, it's okay. For all of you that are doing great, all of you Cum Laude Society members, wonderful. Keep going. Build on what you've already accomplished, but leave a little gas in the tank. I was a good student, but not valedictorian or salutatorian. My teachers at Randolph believed in me and my potential before it was fully developed. My Randolph education gave me such a solid ability to learn that I actually became a better student as time went on. At Emory for undergrad, I realized I would have to work very hard to get into med school, as half of my class was pre-med. Medical school was challenging, and I had to work even harder, which allowed me to become a more efficient student. Finally, by the time I reached my neurology residency, I was able to excel academically and clinically. We all catch fire at different times in life, so don't ever count yourself out. My second piece of advice is don't be afraid to veer off the direct path. I was always afraid to fail, which probably motivated a lot of my success, but it put me on a very scripted, direct path. By the end of my neurology residency at Georgetown, I was very tired and I had a new baby, my current 8th grader. I made a very unconventional decision to take some time off with no job lined up. At my residency graduation, all of my classmates' fellowship positions were announced, and I had nothing. I remember feeling very uncomfortable that they were all going straight forward while I was taking a detour. I took 8 months off to be a mom to my infant, and that time gave me a new perspective. Coming out of the academic rat race made me realize that I was okay not being in it. It also helped me realize that I enjoyed being a neurologist. I found a part-time outpatient neurology job, which eventually led me to my headache fellowship, which is my true calling and has been such a rewarding career for me for the past 10 years. You will all face your own challenges in life. You might get sick. You may have a family member get sick. You may choose a career that doesn't fulfill you. You may want to travel. The first company you start may go bankrupt. Or you may be rejected from the job or graduate program of your dreams and have to do something else while you continue to try. The point is, don't look at these things as roadblocks. Think of them as speed bumps. Steve Jobs has said that when he was fired from Apple, what followed were some of the most creative years of his life. Although he was sad that he lost the company he started, he gained a newfound freedom from not having to be its CEO. He started a company called Next and helped start Pixar, which of course revolutionized computer animation. Eventually, Apple bought Next and he was reinstated as CEO and took Apple to new heights when he returned. In my detour, I found a profession that suited me the best, being a headache doctor. It was a profession I didn't even know I wanted to pursue when I originally took the time off. Just remember that many different paths lead to success and keep faith that you can reach your goals. My final piece of advice would be to find small amounts of joy throughout your life. You're on a long journey that involves a lot of hard work, and it's important to find ways to enjoy the process. Graduation was very memorable, but when I look back at high school, it's the simple, everyday things with my friends that stand out the most to me. When we had senior privileges, which I know for all of you seniors you've really enjoyed this year and I know you're missing now, but when we had senior privileges, we would drive to the Parkway City Mall, eat Sbarro, and watch our favorite daytime television show in the middle of the mall. Clearly now you know why I wasn't valedictorian. We sat around the halls of Randolph and had great conversations and laughed a lot. In college, my roommates and I got together every Wednesday night and ordered Mellow Mushroom and watched 90210 and Party of Five. I think you're starting to see a pattern of food and television. As an adult, I get a lot of joy out of chatting on the phone with friends, meeting up for lunch, watching a good show, reading a great book, and family movie nights. When I look back at all the different phases of my life, it's these types of simple joys that I remember and cherish. It's important not to always be living life for the next goal, but to try to enjoy each day as it comes. Because if you tie your happiness to goals, there will always be another goal to achieve. While having ambition and reaching your goals are very important, it is important to stay present in life and enjoy the process. In our current situation, I really think this is more important than ever. Thank you all so much for allowing me to speak to you today, and congratulations to all the Cum Laude Society members.
Thank you, Dr. Persaud. And once again, congratulations to our new inductees. We're so proud of your hard work and your contributions to our school. We hope you're all staying safe, and we hope to see you again soon.